The home of the Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky in Bowling Green. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Panthers offense will go on the attack first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. FIU pushing tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. At the 30. Inside the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Panthers!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
7, Western Kentucky, 0.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. And the tackle was made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the set.
To the air on first down. Dumps it to the back. That's caught. It's Myers. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10.
Green 25.
Here's the handoff. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hilltoppers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Easy.
Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Hall. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender there closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Winston. Let's talk for just a second about Western Kentucky. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
2-9 Philly.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. Turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the defense, Abe, got him at the 27. The Hilltoppers moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They aren't deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. A lot of defenders around on that screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Yeah, and we talk about tackling as a defense all the time. Third down, money down. They catch the football. Nice job breaking on it, getting them on the ground, and not allowing any yards after the catch.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Out of of the shotgun on third down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They boot it away on fourth down. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David.
Grabs it inside the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Panthers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The short hands, it's Jean-Pierre. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Hilltoppers in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Meyer. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st down from the 28.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Western Kentucky, 7.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Leaves it with the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here's a heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. The offense changing the play. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jean-Pierre. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 3rd. Makes the catch. It's Winston. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
On the move, it's Myers. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Touchdown, WKU! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. FIU pushing tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He'll pull it down and run.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you can tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
It's complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over.
Intercepted to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? The first guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ohio. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Now they'll run the draw. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. FIU will line up to punt. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Going for the big play. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Toppers.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
Did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
FIU pushing tempo. The corners are walked up tight. Wants to throw on third down. Makes the grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Just keep slinging it. It's complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Rides the back and leaves it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 25. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. On target to the left. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one deep. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Florida International.
that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Makes a move. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at LT Smith Stadium.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The Hilltoppers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. Gets away from one. He's got space. There he goes down the right side. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. West Virginia is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Don Nehlen, this has not been a blowout today in Morgantown. They're up by a field goal over Baylor. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. FIU pushing tempo.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Panthers are marching down the field.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Wide open downfield. Going for the goal line. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
This offense in dire need of a touchdown. It's 3rd and goal, but this is probably 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, FIU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
Right down the middle. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Here's the pressure. He's going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll leave it with him. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Keeps it himself and gets the first. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And the Hilltoppers will have it 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release on the RPO. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Flare.
They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. FIU ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. FIU will line up to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse.
Holding, receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've come to the break. It's Western Kentucky holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
On third down, he drops to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They'll send the back in motion. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Galladay. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Got him downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Galladay. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. FIU pushing tempo. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. The throw to the outside is complete. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Wants to go up top on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Galladay. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The best way I can think of to describe this cat, he's like a human get-out-of-jail-free card. He'll make it work no matter the circumstance.
And so as a defense, Reese, I mean, you've got to be aware of what this guy is doing at all times. I mean, if he's not just staying in the pocket and he takes off, you've got to have bodies flying to the football and stop worrying about these wide receivers because this guy is dangerous with his legs.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Might be changing the route. Trying to get the corner. Got a little space. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. And the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hilltoppers have their offense in high gear. They'll go to the toss. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. The Hilltoppers with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, WKU. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. James Madison is making it look easy today. A special performance that would make the 4th president of the United States proud. They're up 14 over Georgia Southern. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Fires to the right. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they're after him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for a crease to the left. Open space at the 25. Turning it on. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. And the beatdown has ensued. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Galladay. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Wants to throw on first down. Connection to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quickly complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in.
Let's go! Let's go!
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's got it, so they convert the two and keep just a flicker of hope alive, down 2 possessions. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the deep.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Toppers. And the punishment has been extended.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this with Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. FIU will line up to punt. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll try to get outside. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense